All right, this work is copyright 1992, so you better know that.
Okay. I think I might know it by now.
Oh, good. So, another Sierra game! I bet you're all totally exited. Which is how you misspell excited. King's Quest! Which number is it? Vi! Which is 6. Many people consider King's Quest 6 to be the best of the King's Quests.
Are you one of them?
In terms, I think probably until the new one comes out, because there's a new one coming out this year.
Ooh.
It's like the story, the voice acting's a lot better. The plot line's not nonsensical. Yeah. They're saying it wasn't a spoiler since it said it at the top of the Twitch window what game we'd be playing tonight.
Spoiler!
Oh, look, long ago in the square castle of a kingdom called Daventry, there was a very CG Alexander, made of clay. Back there we can see a mirror and his ugly mother. I mean, there's his ugly mother.
That is one ugly mother.
Don't stare
Alexander,
at my... Whoa.
here you are. Oh, you're still not thinking about Cosima, are you?
Nice belt, mother.
You don't sound like a Sierra staff.
Suppose I am.
Son, it's been months.
You only met her for 3
yourself
seconds.
Together. After all, you only met her that once.
See?
I know.
Have you discovered anything about the land of the Green Isles?
It's green.
No. No one's even heard of it. It's like she's just vanished.
I wish I could help. Please try to think about something else, dear.
I'll try, Mother.
Here's a trivia note. Alexander here, played by Robbie... I forget his name now.
Paulson.
No, it's not Rob Paulson. It's the voice of the Beast from Disney's Beauty and the Beast. And this beautifully rendered piece of animation, when I first bought this game, we got it on floppy disks. And this intro was like half of the floppy disks. It ended up being an entire 20 megabytes.
20 megabytes?
Yeah, and even then it like cut out half of it. Like that shot from the candles, it didn't have that. It just started right here. Oh, by the way, the mirror has now exploded. Once again, the mirror of MacGuffin.
No ugly woman.
How do we start this game? Oh, let's just have the mirror tell us the plot. Thank you. Well,
sounds like a thing to do.
Whenever you need to get married, the mirror will show you who to get married to.
She's not that
Alexander, I feel so alone. I don't know what to do.
Why am I a Girl Scout?
Alexander, I wish you were here.
Cosima!
Why does she care about Alexander? Like, he didn't even do anything for her. Like he kissed her hand, I guess.
Speaking of things, who's Alexander again?
Gwydion.
Alexander, what on earth?
It's the same guy from King's Quest 3.
Mother,
It's
I
King
saw
Graham's
Cosima.
son.
She was in the mirror.
In the mirror?
That's
a
awkward.
magic mirror?
Yes.
No, the bathroom
She
mirror.
showed me how to find her.
How?
The stars.
What?
I saw the stars outside her window.
She's
I can
directly
navigate by the
under
stars.
Leo.
Oh, Alexander, if you really go...
It will be all right, Mother. I promise.
But how could he tell with the stars, though? Like, okay, so it takes him 3 months. How can you tell where it is by the stars? He's like, it's in the southern hemisphere. He didn't know the time of night. I guess time of night. Maybe he had one of those apps.
I think you're reading a little too much into this, bud.
Look, clearly I've got to do something while these paper airplane seagulls are flying for us.
Why not just sit back and enjoy the paper airplane seagulls? Okay?
$1 million was spent on this effect. That's not true. Well, it might be. I doubt it, though. Are they going to flap? I mean, did we forget to hit the render button?
They're gliding.
You're gliding.
They're falling with
They're
style.
falling into the T-1000s.
I may or may not be gliding.
The giant, like, knife is going to come out and stab one of them. Okay, now they're flapping.
See, I told you they'd get around to it.
20 megabytes, people. And they also, in the floppy version, they cut out the birds flying sequence, which sadly was the most important part. Also, Alexander has no crew. It's just been him standing on the bow of the ship for 3 months going, She's under stars somewhere.
I thought he'd be going, that's all he's doing for 3 minutes.
He'd just be sighing.
Sighing. Well, he's in love.
Maybe this is the first time he's been on the deck of the ship. Usually they just stick him in the hold with the mice that are like, you can find a treasure chest.
Sorry, I jumped in there because I knew you were going to do the voice.
Maybe this is the same ship. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Like he became the prince and then like killed the pirates or like arrested them or whatever and just stole their ship. The continuity. We're tying this stuff together. Also, there's like land over there. Or maybe it's just a smudge on the telescope.
It's probably both.
Land ho!
What did you call me, Captain?
Oh, we're the crew. See, they're pirates. I told you.
Yeah.
Captain. Chat says, I'm king of the world. Well, at least prince of the world. And we sail off into the sunset. The end. Guys, wasn't that a great game?
Yeah.
He went and sailed after Princess Cassima.
Tuck went to town. That dude went to that island.
And some bunnies crossed the street, you know.
It all comes full circle.
Watch out, now the T-1000's going to get angry. It's that part of the intro. Also, I think the sea and the sky were like the same texture.
Wait, did you say the T-1000?
Yes! Because it's the liquid metal-y looking thing. The
see.
The sea is turning violence.
Violet?
It's trying to kill off John Connor.
You have serious problems.
I am seriously... You can't tell the difference between the rocks and the water here going on. Oh no, the cameraman ran aground.
Maybe you can't tell the difference.
Can you?
Yes.
Okay.
There's the rocks and there's the water.
I can't even see where you're pointing.
I'm not pointing.
Oh, I see. So you can tell the difference just by psychic powers of
Yes.
rocks.
Those things that you said are the things that I can do.
King's Quest! The quest of...
Science!
This was written and designed by Jane Jensen and Roberta Williams. We all know Roberta Williams. Jane Jensen also did a lot of other adventure games, and she's basically the reason this game is good. Because she was a great designer. She did Gabriel Knight and some other stuff I can't remember. Chris Brayman's also... I like his music. King's Quest VI, it's got a good soundtrack. It has one song in particular that's very, very silly that plays over the ending credits. And this is true. They included a note with the game when you bought it that said that, Russell Truelove was the guy's name. That said you could call a radio station and have them play this song for you. Like it's this cheesy pop song called Girl in the Tower. And I tried doing that once when I was like 10. I called a radio station and they were like, "What the crap are you talking about, you stupid kid?"
Alexander awakens to
narrator.
find
Did they
himself
actually
on an
scream at you?
unfamiliar beach.
Maybe.
Like
For a
that.
moment, he is too dazed to remember how he got here.
I think I was
Then
killed by a
he
turtle.
does remember.
Too stoned to
The
remember
shipwreck,
how I got here.
The sea. Just as he had seen his men safely into the lifeboats,
Just as he had seen
a
his men
gigantic
die.
wave picked him up and tossed him overboard into the churning sea.
But first he spent a week in
That
the
was the
belly of
last
a
he'd seen
whale.
of his crew. Debris from the shipwreck is scattered along the shore, but of the lifeboats and his men, there is thankfully no trace.
They're all
He
dead.
can only hope and pray that the lifeboats survive the currents, and that his men.
Why are we
made
spending
their
so
way
much time
safely
about
back
these
to
lifeboats
Daventry.
if they're not even important? Oh, well, I
They're
guess...
important to him, Jeffrey.
King's Quest VI has now begun. Okay, you've got to tell me which you want. You want speech or text? Because the speech is very silly, but it will take a lot longer.
I will let chat decide.
All right, chat, tell me whether you want us to keep going with speech, which is better than King's Quest V, admittedly, or text, which will make us go faster, possibly. I'll probably end up reading half of it anyway, so... Anyways, you look around...
But
What?
maybe we should do the text because then we can do it in our own voices.
No, chat says speech. It's more authentic. There's a glint going on here, so let's pick up the glint.
Let's find
Alexander
it.
picks up his royal insignia ring from the beach.
Oh,
How did this get here?
it was a royal... Like all of his clothes are on, but his ring fell off.
Alexander's ring is made of the purest gold.
It's because it's made of the purest gold.
Oh, I
Very,
see.
Very heavy.
I think it's more just so you know it's an inventory item.
Alexander feels
I
his
don't
pockets
think
carefully to
that's
make sure he hasn't lost anything.
Since he only has one thing that's on his finger, clearly he has lost everything.
The sand is warm.
Okay, so then you pick up the log.
Alexander pushes the plank to one
So
side.
you'll notice one thing about this
The
narrator.
box has been partially buried under sand.
Not only does he narrate everything pointlessly, just like King's Quest V, but like almost every single line the narrator starts with is the word Alexander.
Alexander takes the coin and
See?
leaves
Makes
the
sense.
ruined
He's got to
box
tell
where
who's doing it.
is.
You get confused otherwise.
Chat's saying, also this is Sierra game, that's why he hasn't lost his clothes. Clearly somebody hasn't played Leisure Suit Larry. And that someone is me. Anyway, so we've got a little
To the
town.
left, a small village
Thank you. We've got
in the distance,
castle
a
over there.
majestic castle.
So let's go talk to Judge Frollo.
Let's get to work.
Ah!
Ah!
So we've got some dogs. They're
Alexander
actual
politely
voice
addresses
actors
the
from
odd-looking
Hollywood. Let's see
guards
how
at
many
the
we can
castle
pick out.
doors, hoping to learn more about his predicament.
They're probably half of them are Jim Cummings, because that's
Good
always
day
the
to you,
case.
guards. I was cast upon
now
this
the
island
crowd
in
is
a
too
storm,
small.
and I'm a little confused about my location. Could you tell me what place this is and who
Next
lives in
crown
this
will be
castle?
just
This is the
right.
castle of...
Hey,
What?
what is that you say? A castaway? A likely story.
More
You haven't had any foreigners in this part since Alhazred arrived.
Alhazred? That sounds foreign.
Don't be so rude, Gruff.
Ah!
For any secrets.
Wait till we tell them what you did!
The Isle of the Crown, lad.
Take a bite out of
This
crime.
is the Castle of the Crown. The royal family resides here.
It's not very
Rather,
square.
What's left of the royal family?
Boo!
We killed off the king
Isle
and
of the
ate
Crown.
him.
But tell me, am I anywhere near the land of the Green Isles?
Can I speak
This
quickly?
is the land of the Green Isles.
Moron.
The Isle of the Crown is the main island, foolish boy.
Then Princess Cassima must live in this very castle.
I've been stalking her for
Aye,
months.
The princess is indeed our treasured jewel to guard, and we consider it an honor.
Ah. Well, okay. So, can I see the print?
Excuse me, guardsmen. Guard dogs.
Hey!
I've been traveling for months to see Princess Cassima.
Well, what else you
I
gonna
would
call
like
him?
an audience, please.
I'm sorry, but the princess is not receiving visitors, particularly not strangers.
Particularly not leprechaun men. Oh, I got a coin out of that
Alexander is
box. by the
carrying
way.
a copper coin of...
It's boring. But if I show them that I'm a prince...
Alexander decides to show his royal insignia ring to the Castle of the Crown Guards.
Yeah, thank you!
All of his papers lost in the shipwreck.
Sheesh.
It is the only possible calling card he can think of.
I've got references
Good
from
day.
here to wazoo.
I'm Prince Alexander of Daventry. I'm an acquaintance of Princess
Keep your
Cassima.
wazoos to yourself.
I met
you
her.
could just
I
inform
kissed
her
her
that I'm
hand
here,
in an
please.
evil wizard's castle once.
So everyone says.
Everyone
Let me just look
says
at
they're
that ring.
Prince Alexander. I mean, we
What
got
does it
5
say,
Prince
Gruff?
Alexanders here just yesterday.
They're
Kingdom
tied up
of
and
Daventry,
gagged.
Prince Alexander. Ah, wait here while I go see what Captain Saladin thinks of this.
Ooh, Saladin. What's a Saladin?
Goes great with Caesar.
All right, here comes Judge Frollo. Or Tony the Tiger, if you prefer.
The guard returns a moment later with a majestic-looking creature.
Look how majestic
Captain
he
Saladin
is.
speaks with a voice that is gentle, but reflects a will of iron.
Prince Alexander
What
of
the-
Daventry, I presume.
I told you.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with your country, but I'm sure
Hey,
Wizzy
he's the voice of Megabyte
Alhazred
from
will want to
Reboot.
meet you,
That's true,
if
too.
indeed you are a friend of the princess.
He is the voice of
Please
many
follow
things.
me.
I am also the king.
He's a box of many things.
Everyone in this game is a king. It's the king hut over there. Why is there a hut off the main?
Lord
Never mind.
Alhazred, a visitor to see you. Prince Alexander of Daventry.
He was also the bad guy.
What is it
in,
that you seek, Prince Alexander?
Hunchback.
Pardon the intrusion, my lord.
Everybody's got a
But
crown.
I came to see Princess Cassima. Some months ago, my father, King Graham, saved my family and I from imprisonment
Yes,
under an evil
we
wizard
played this.
named
So,
Mordak.
so Abdul Al-Hazred, by the way.
Same wizard that kidnapped the
If
princess.
you know anything about the
Exactly.
Lovecraft
When
mythos,
my father rescued us,
you will
he
recognize
also
that
liberated
name.
Cassima and sent her home.
I do know some things, but I.
Then your father
don't
has my
recognize it
gratitude.
offhand.
Okay.
And that of the
well,
entire kingdom.
maybe chat can post
But
a
I'm afraid I still
Wikipedia or
fail to
something
see
about
the
Abdul
purpose of your
Al-Hazred.
visit.
Also, if you'll notice the
I
genie
came
in
to
the
make sure
background's
that
got
Cassima
glinty
arrived
eyes.
safely and
Keep
to pay
that
my
in
respects.
mind.
Means he's
Before we
evil.
parted,
No, it just
she
means
gave
he's
me
got
an
glinty
invitation
eyes.
to visit.
Oh, my error.
I have no doubt. She
Wait,
did exactly
hold
that at
on,
the time,
hold on.
Prince Alexander.
Did
However,
Cassima give
it has
Alexander
greatly
permission to
changed for
visit?
Cassima
Did
since
that
her
actually
ordeal in
happen?
Mordak's castle.
He wrote the
Cassima's
Necronomicon.
parents both became ill and
Necronomicon.
died while she
Said
was
that
gone.
wrong.
Cassima is sequestered in mourning for them as befits a princess.
Because
She is not
princesses
receiving
have
visitors
to
of
be
any
sad.
kind. Even if she were, I do not think your visit would be appropriate.
After all,
you see, it is
you're
time for
ugly.
Cassima to take
What?
her responsibilities seriously. With her parents gone, she no longer has
Wait,
the
wait, hold
luxury
on.
to be a
There's
carefree
an Arabian vizier
As was her parents'
planning to
wish,
marry a
Cassima
princess.
and I are to be wed. We shall rule the kingdom together.
Where have I heard
I
this
assure
tale
you,
before?
our marriage is
Obviously,
all
it was
Cassima
in Prince of
wants now.
Persia.
Oh, also
As
there's a
prince
genie involved.
and a gentleman.
And you're
It would be
some
best that you
black-haired
leave
Midwestern
before there is
guy
any
that's
further
out of place in an Arabian
embarrassment.
setting.
Aladdin.
I see.
Aladdin.
I suppose
Aladdin.
I was mistaken.
Aladdin. Looked
I thought
Arabic.
For certain that
Yeah, but he
Cassima-
was voiced by
He was voiced by a white
He was
guy.
voiced by DJ's
A
girlfriend
young
from Full
man
House.
sees what he wishes to see.
Anyway,
DJ's
I'm sorry you
girlfriend?
wasted your
Boyfriend,
time
I meant to
traveling
say.
to the land of the Green Isles.
Yeah, you better
May your
say
journey
so.
We're
home
totally
be
talking over this entire
swift.
conversation. The gist of that.
Perhaps I will take the opportunity to look around your fair land while I'm here.
So the gist of that
I would
conversation
advise
was
against
basically.
that.
Oh,
The
they're still
kingdom
talking.
is rather, shall we say, inhospitable.
I-
You know what I mean?
Is your neck. You may risk it if you please.
Also, I'll have my dog stab
Captain
you for some reason.
Saladin will escort
And they cut
you
off your
from the
hand if they don't
castle.
like your face.
That's
Good
barbaric.
day.
Well, hey, it's home, man.
Now we're going to get sued by all the Arabs watching.
It's okay. I was gonna say it's okay. They changed the lyrics. But,
So,
You have had your hearing,
Stop it.
Vizier Al-Hazred.
These
I
people
trust you will
never stop
respect his
talking.
wishes and not return. I have been instructed not to let you into the castle again.
so wait, who's
Good
gonna
day,
marry him?
my
The
lord.
dog?
No! Yes, the dog is going to marry
To the guard
Princess
dogs at the
Cassima.
castle gate.
Well, you
They
know.
nod
Well,
with
he does have
understanding.
that sultry voice. Okay, so the basic gist of that conversation was Cassima.
Alexander has a feeling they
Shut up. Cassima came back from. I'm going to walk around the edge of the castle. There's no music. This is just the side of the castle. There's nothing to do here right now. So Cassima's parents are dead. She came back from Mordak's castle and found out they could. Ooh, fast walking. That her parents were dead. So she's sequestered in mourning. Also, she's going to marry the Vizier Abdul Al-Hazred, who also wrote the Necronomicon. Not in this game. That's the reference. And Alexander was like, "What? I'm sure she totally had the hots for me." And the Vizier's like, "No, you're just stupid." And Alex is like, "What? I kissed her hand and everything. It was like totally legit." The dog should have been voiced by Jeremy Irons. And so
It'd have to have a scar. Oh, he said it. He said the thing you expected him to say.
that's true. And so then the Vizier was like, "Well, you can hang out in the islands, I guess. But don't be scared. I mean, don't be surprised if you die." Anyway.
I don't think he laughed that long.